This is Greg Harden. He's an artist here at Big Idea Studios. Today, he's going to show you how to draw my wind-up lobster.
Then we're going to make him coming towards us. So we start off with his head, which is kind of this weird, almost like a oval shape. Kind of comes to a point though, and it kind of comes back around, goes like this. So if anything, it almost looks more like a soft triangle. And then it comes back, and we're going to be going back this way. So we're going to put his body right here, which is just kind of a circle that hides behind this part. And then we're going to draw the back part of his body, kind of the shell that goes like this. And it's just kind of an oval as well. So from here, we'll go ahead and we'll draw here, kind of in the middle, what would be the middle of his back, this the key that winds him up. Put two circles in there. And then we'll put his eyes here in the front. So one goes right here, and one goes right here. And you can make his eyes looking off in any kind of direction you want, his pupils, because they don't really ever look in the same direction. So we've got all this, and we need to put on his tail. So his tail kind of goes like this, and it comes in the middle, and there's a little triangle right there. So we've got all of his body for the most part, and we got to put on his claws. So they come out, and they're nice and big. And since he's made out of plastic, there's little joints and things right in here that kind of show that he was made. And then there's another one right back here behind his head. Okay, so now what we get to do is we get to draw kind of like his arms. So we got one that comes out here from the middle of his body towards his claws. And then he's got two more that come and they branch out and they stick on the ground. Like that. You can even draw a little bit there if you want. And then there's some ribs here on the back of his body that kind of come around like this. And then you can just kind of clean it up. You can erase, if you drew these lines like I did, you can erase them. Maybe show the inside of this key by just drawing these little lines. And then erasing a construction line right there. Maybe erasing these three construction lines. And drawing it back in. And you got the blue mechanical lobster.
This is Greg Harden. He's an artist here at Big Idea Studios. Today, he's going to show you how to draw the U.S.S. Applepies.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the pie plate. So we're going to make this big circle. Well, it's more of an oval than a circle, I guess, which is the bottom of the pie plate. And then we'll draw the rest of the pie tin, which kind of angles out and then curves back around and follows the shape of that oval and connects right there. And then we get to draw the crust of the pie that kind of waves and goes like this and wraps around back behind. So if we'll kind of find the middle of the bottom of this plate and come down, because this is going to connect to the to the main part of the ship. So from here, we draw this circle, which is part of the engine, and we draw the rest of the bulk of the ship. Make that a little bit bigger. Okay, now we got to put the big old rocket engines on this thing. So they come right here, and they go back like this. And they have these neat little curls on the end. And then we're going to go ahead and draw the other rocket engine that's here on the back side, on the other side of the ship, that goes back behind here, kind of curls around, and comes back. And we have to draw the connecting pieces. That's this weird shape. And there's some kind of fancy grill work that goes across here on this circle. We can't forget the logo of the U.S.S. Applepies. Let's make it look like Saturn, which is a circle with 2 rings around it. Well, 1 ring with maybe a little flag sticking out of it. And then to kind of make this look more like a pie tin, we're going to add the little ribs that show it kind of curling around, and they kind of dissipate as they get closer to the middle. So from here, you can just kind of clean it up and erase some of our construction lines. So we had a construction line right here, and we have them here on this shape. And you might even want to draw another one of these little connector pieces. And then you can draw little stars in space if you want. I'd rather draw the stars than sit here and color the background. And you can even draw planets. We can draw another Saturn. Basically, it's a ball with a ring around it. Or the moon. And just have all kinds of fun. That's the apple pies.
Larry here with a special activity for you to try with your family. It's called the What's Different game. In Are You My Neighbor, we learned that being different doesn't make someone weird, it makes them special. We also learned that we're all special to God, so we should treat each other as neighbors, no matter how different we are. To play this game, all you need is a tray or a plate, a piece of cloth, and a bunch of little objects like small toys. To make it easier for younger kids, you can just use a few objects. Fill the tray or plate with the toys and put it in the middle of the table where everyone can see it. Try to remember everything that's on the tray. Now, one person covers up the tray with the cloth and secretly takes away 1 or 2 items. Or you could even add a new item. Now, pull the cloth off and see what's different. Can you tell what things got taken away? Did anything new get added to the tray? Don't say it out loud until everyone has a chance to guess. What would happen if you used items that were very special to each person in the family? Why would that make a difference? What could make this game harder? Try playing this game different ways, using new twists. When you've played the game a few times, talk about what you learned. Why are differences important? What makes things special? What makes people special? What makes you special? When something or someone is special to us, do we treat them differently? If God thinks we're all special and He loves all of us, how should we treat each other? Well, I hope you had fun and learned something. This is your neighbor Larry saying see ya!